host, Candace Hayes.
And I'm Jarius Hayes.
And so this is what we're going to be talking about. We are going to be talking about why aren't couples getting married like they used to get married anymore. Like this big epidemic of just people just kind of dating and dating and dating. And like they say, they just go together. But we're going to talk about three topics. And the three topics are hurt, unrealistic expectations, and job security. And here's the thing about that it's when you say hurt, what do you mean by? Because we were talking about this on the way to the studio. When you say hurt, what do you mean by hurt or fear? When we were talking like, so they can kind of get a glimpse of what we mean by that.
Well, for instance, let's say you was riding a motorcycle and you had a wreck and you got hurt really bad, you really don't want to experience hurt like that again. So there's a possibility that you'll be even fearful of riding a motorcycle again. And so when people are in relationships, when they experience a lot of hurt, a lot of trauma, they don't want to experience that hurt anymore. And also they become skeptical of getting in relationships again, whether that's just a relationship or a relationship to be married. When you've been really heartbroken, when you've been really hurt, or when you've been really abused, you don't ever want to experience that again. So, and a lot of people you know, they're not looking to get married. It's simply because of the hurt they experience in relationships and throughout life. Period. When you love somebody and you think they love you just as much as you love them, and to find out that they really don't, that can be hurtful. So, but that hurt, it causes that fear of ever wanting to get in a relationship again, especially you talk about getting married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that hurt, it hurts. It's deep, and it keeps you from wanting to connect with anybody else. You say, "Well, I just stay single," or "I just casually date," or "I just hook up,"
Yeah.
just to keep from committing to later find out that person wasn't into you like you thought they were. So
Yeah. And it's just, you just kind of seeing just fewer couples, now getting married. And I think honestly, it's more so that commitment. I don't think they just, and then the fear of saying I do and what comes all after that.
that's true.
The I do, because that could be a really, that could be really trying. Like
Just to think,
just to think, yeah.
when you say I do,
Hmm.
and it's like it really should be forever,
Yeah.
and it's like, you mean to tell me I gotta be committed to this one person for the
Forever.
rest of my life?
Yeah.
And that's hard for some people, because some people, they're like, I ain't really been committed to myself yet.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now you want to be committed to a person the rest of
The
your
rest
life.
of your life.
And
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
that commitment and hurt,
Hmm.
fear of commitment is that's what keep a lot of people
Hmm.
away from marriage. And they're like, I don't want no parts of that.
Yeah.
Because to them, if you're a single person and you doing fine,
Hmm.
and nobody got it easy, but if you're a single person, you got your job and you're doing good and you like where you're at in life, in their mind, they don't want to bring another person into the equation,
Hmm.
because I like where I am in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't want nobody else to come disturb my peace.
Hmm.
I don't want nobody else to come and where I have to be feel like I'm obligated to spend time with them or to do things for them. They feel like, I'm single, I'm good, I'm at peace, I like being alone, leave me alone, stay over there, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And so that's how a lot of people, that's where they are in life. And it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's also those people who, through past experiences, through painful past experiences, they won't know
parts
of marriage at all.
Yeah.
Right.
And it could be all those different unrealistic expectations, because some people put, they really put emphasis on expectations, and they don't follow through with those expectations.
Right. Or let's say you are a young lady and you saw your father provide at a certain level, and now you trying to find a man that will provide like your father did on a certain level.
And then you're comparing the two.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
And so that could be also or vice versa. You're a man and you see how your mom treated your father. And so you want somebody that's going to treat you like your mom treated your father. That's if it was good.
If it was good, right? Because if it was,
that's if it was good, and that sometimes can be unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you can also set the bar so high, whether you're a man or a woman. You could set the bar so high. Let's say you're a man and I want this woman to do this and do this and do this and do this, be like this and look like this. Or you're a woman, like, I want this man to do this. And it's just like, man, everybody got this long list. And it's like, ain't no way nobody gonna be able to.
Yeah, because it's really unrealistic to have the perfect person. You're just not gonna have the perfect person.
Right.
The thing is, you need to make sure, that you guys are in alignment of, God's purpose.
Right.
Because, you might could have all the things, they might be, have the physique you want. They might have the job, that secures a bag. We're talking about, securing the bag. They could have all the things, but then relationship wise, it's just all jacked up. And then there you are, you're unhappy, you're miserable, and all the things, because everything checked off the box, but the one important thing, it just screws up the whole thing. So, and
the outer look good, the physical, the material wealth that they have, the physique, the outer look good, but the inner, their character, their honesty, their trust. Can I trust you every day? Wow. Are you gonna be honest every day? Are you gonna love me all the time?
Yeah.
Even when I make you mad? Right.
Yeah.
Because people separate because they got in an argument and they no longer want anything to do with each other.
And it could be the most smallest argument, and they just blow it up, and it's not even.
And be like, you know what? I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, the outer can look good, but what is the condition of the person's heart? Towards you. That's the key. And so, I'm not saying disregard that.
Right.
I'm not saying just put up with anybody.
Anybody. Because you don't want to wake up to a gorilla,
We're not saying that, but don't just look at the outer.
Right.
I say it like that. Don't just look at the external.
What other qualities, The
internal is good as well.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So just be careful with that, Also, we were talking about that job security, because there's so many people right now that's financially stressed, and I feel like it's putting a chokehold on relationships before they even start.
Yeah.
Now with the economy and everything that's going on.
And the economy is in a different position as it was
back
20 years. Inflation is so high now. It's like if you look at the price of cars,
Yeah.
if you look at the price of houses, if you look at the price of just groceries in
In
general,
general, yeah.
everything costs so much more now than it did just maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm not talking 30 or 40 years ago. I'm just talking just from 10 years ago. I remember the price of new houses 10 years ago versus the price of
Oh,
new
yeah.
houses now.
Yeah.
Just basic
Basic.
houses, not the 5-6 bedroom. I'm talking about the 3-4 bedroom houses. The prices are so much more now than it was just 10 years ago. So financial security job security is big because it costs so much more to live now than it did in the past.
Yeah. And then too, I think sometimes, I feel like sometimes that back in the era when our parents were married and how we watched our parents, that were married and their relationships and stuff like that now, I think sometimes that people see that, and then now, like, sometimes I feel like marriage is not, it's not dead, because some people say just, people ain't getting married no more, but I think it's people are doing marriage a lot different than they did back in those times when we were growing up.
Yeah, I think people are not getting married as young as what they used to, and that can really be a good thing because in a lot of cases when you get married young, you're really not as mature as you think you are.
Yeah, yeah,
You being in love with somebody is one thing, but being mature is another thing.
another thing. Yeah,
You could be in love with somebody and not be mature.
because like we were saying, we've been married 30 years, and that's 3 decades, and that's like we've been married longer than we've been living together on our own.
Right.
So we've just been together all that time.
Right.
So and it was different back when we got married. We were like in our early 20s. I was like 21.
And I was 23.
Yeah, so now you don't even hear that hardly anymore. People getting married at 21, 22, 23.
And not like I said earlier, that may be a good thing.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you may not be ready at 22.
Yeah.
23, 24. You may not be ready until you get into your 30s.
Yeah.
And like I said, loving somebody is good, but you also got to be mature enough to be able to commit to another person, live with another person, love a person even though they have flaws. And I mean, it's tough. So, love is one thing, but you got to be mature also.
Yeah. So I know we have some people on here. If y'all could just answer in the comments, what is the biggest fear, if you're not married, that you have about marriage? What is the biggest fear that you have about being married? Is it commitment? Is it fear from you being hurt, in past relationships? Or is it the unrealistic expectations that maybe you have and maybe the other person doesn't have, that you maybe dating right now? Or is it that job security, like, you don't want the stress of not knowing if that person is going to be able to provide for you, like, a husband needs to provide, for the woman in the household. So
and we're not saying we're experts or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just from our experience.
Yeah.
We saw how when we first got married, how little things would make us mad at each other.
Yeah.
And then we were able to mature beyond that. And a lot of stuff we talked to y'all about, we've experienced
already,
and we overcame it.
Yeah.
That's the key. And so marriage is not going to be a smooth ride. Anytime you got two people from two different backgrounds,
Yep.
marriage is not going to be smooth at all.
Yeah.
But you can overcome each other's imperfections and, stay together. And so,
But I will say this: marriage is so important. Coming together. And the one thing, and I'm not getting churchy or anything, but the one thing is the enemy doesn't like marriage. He doesn't like, families, being together and breaking down that whole concept of the family unit. So just kind of know that. Yeah. So we just kind of wanted to come on here. I know this is our first time being on a live, but we kind of wanted to, come on here, and we'll start coming on here a lot more than you just seeing us with the episodes that we have. But if you could just answer those questions in the comments, and we'll just kind of go back later on and check them and comment to whatever that you might have with these particular questions that we asked. The hurt, unrealistic expectations, or job security, and why aren't couples now getting married more like they were back in the 10, 20 years ago. So that's all we have for right now, and we would love to see you on our episodes from the Game to Grace, and just tag, share if this you think this would help someone. All right, we're out of here for now. Peace out. Okay. This stuff.